Hey everyone, Jengar here. So today I've got a premium review for you featuring the Mustang Mk Ia. We're gonna look at this plane in both AB and RB and we will see if this plane is worth it. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. We had been climbing with the limited climb rate this plane has. We still came out at about 4,000 meters, but there was nobody there. Most of these enemies dropped their altitude to get to two of our bombers who had been bombing here, and they're all down low. Don't know if they're all slow, but at least they're all low, and we are diving. Now this plane has great top speed in a dive. The initial acceleration is not that good, but it can work up its speed and the acceleration start to go faster and faster the more speed it picks up, like you saw on this dive. The firepower on this plane is fantastic as well. 4 20mm Hispanos can wreak havoc to an enemy plane. Now we took a little bit of altitude back and we're diving again, throttle to 0. And here we go, another King Cobra here. And here our shots connect and we completely obliterate him. Pushing up the throttle again. Now once you have picked up some speed in a dive, the energy retention you have in this plane in level flight is pretty good. You don't want to do any steep climbs with this plane because the climb rate is bad and it loses a lot of its energy if you put the nose up too high. But a shallow climb after a dive can net you a lot of regained energy. We do get a lot of hits on this PE8, but we don't kill him initially. And he's shooting on this AA gun, and after the Spitfire shoots at him we do get the kill, so we must have hit something critical, something more than just a hit apparently. But yeah, there is only one opponent left in the match at the moment, and we do not have it in view. We do have a lot of enemy ground targets though on the right side, and I figured it might be a good idea to go look for them. So I'll see you when I make my run. Now the enemy plane we had been looking for was an SB2M, and there's some other guys getting close to that, so we are still gonna make this run on these vehicles here. Use the firepower of this plane, just a tap on the cannons. And you do have to aim right though, but can destroy these vehicles very easily. Taking a big risk here. Want to get the kill. But yeah, this plane isn't too good at high altitude. It has better maneuverability at lower altitude, and you want to keep this plane as fast as you can. There is not many advantages this plane has. It can't climb very well, so you have trouble getting to altitude, but it does hold its energy reasonably well. So once you are fast, you have the option to stay fast, and that's what you want to do. Maneuverability at lower altitudes are better as well when you have a bit of speed on you. And speed in this plane is one of your only allies in realistic battle against opponents who have much better characteristics than this plane. It's a heavy trait, but its firepower and its energy retention can give you some results. You do have to work for it though in this plane, and you have to stay disciplined. So this is all we got this match: 5 ground targets and 3 kills. I'll see you at the scoreboard. So here we go. First place in the team. Pretty nice match. 3 kills, 5 ground targets. We got almost 90,000 Silver Lions, 6,400 research points. We got Terror of the Sky and Bulletproof. I'll see you in the arcade match. Hey guys, so here we are in the arcade match. We have climbed, we are diving on our first Yak 1. We are making a nice approach. coming into our gun convergence here, and we get the assist. It happens. We decide to shoot a little bit at the wreck to usher our frustration out, but that's life sometimes. Doesn't always go as you want to, so we're taking it up into the vertical again and checking our surroundings a little bit. We've got a Japanese dive bomber on altitude here. We're taking the lead and he's shot down. Oh, that was really frustrated at the beginning of this match. I was flying with Monkey in this match and we were having a laugh, like, they're messing up my video because they're ruining my runs. P400 coming in. Yes, when we finally get our first kill. Nice. I can tell you, in arcade this plane is much more competitive than in realistic battle. It has better maneuverability both on low and on high speed. A little bit better climb rate and overall better statistics, and it is a beast in arcade as a consequence of that. With these guns you wreak havoc in arcade. Anything you shoot at is dead, and that can rack up the score for you in this plane. And with the score it can also rack up the silver lions and research points, and that is what this plane does very well in arcade. It really is silver lion and research points monster. You can use this plane to research a lot of stuff. Not jets, but anything at tier 3 and 4 is easily researchable when you have this plane and you decide to use it in arcade to unlock some stuff. We're taking it back up into the vertical, looping over, straighten out the plane. It still doesn't climb too well, especially at steep angles, but you can get away with it much better in arcade than in realistic. We've got a Focke-Wulf 190 coming up here. We're checking our surroundings one more time and then we take the head-on, rolling out of the way, seeing the traces pass by. We get out clean of that encounter. Got a P-38 here, one of my favorite planes. It's the E model, that was that. The Corsair lining up for the shot. You got a P-51, it's another one of my favorite arcade planes, and we do get him as well. We have somebody on our tail right now, actually two somebodies. Got a lot of bullet streams, but they crash into each other and the third person is shot down, so nobody left on our tail. Always nice when your maneuvering can make two people run into each other. Look at the hull though. We have a big hole in our left wing. The traditional phrase, but this really is a hole. Look at that shit. It's the biggest hole I've ever seen. It sounded suspicious. We've got a Yak 9K here taking the lead, and you just destroy things, like I said. These 4 20mm cannons, they do wreak havoc. And I can only come back to this plane, like, it maneuvers reasonably, it climbs reasonably in arcade, right? It dives pretty good, it keeps its energy pretty good, and in arcade it is much better boom zoomer than in realistic battle. But yeah, this plane is just a beast. It really is. It is one of my best planes if you look at kill-death ratios. It's just really difficult to kill this plane in arcade. It really can take a punch, and it deals a punch as well with these cannons. You just wreck things here. It's just amazing. I really can't say it enough, and that's why I would definitely not recommend this plane if you want to buy it for realistic battle. But if you want a Silver Lion and research point bonus that racks up, and a plane in which you can rack up high scores and high amounts of Silver Lions and research points, then this really is a plane that you want to get in the British line. It really is one of the better ones for that purpose. But yeah, you would have to use it in AB, because in realistic battle it really is touch and go. You have good matches, you have bad matches, and I guess if you specialize in this plane you can limit the amount of bad matches, and you can have a lot of reasonable matches and a few good matches here and there. But still, this plane is made for arcade, and it really becomes worth its money when you use it in that capacity. You will never run out of Silver Lions anymore after you have this plane. Shortage of Silver Lion? You jump into the Mustang 1A and you will have Silver Lions to spare in no time. So in the match we are going for this P-30A9. See if we can get the shot. We are a little bit damaged here and there on the edges, but that's our 12th kill. Unfortunately we do get surprised here by an LA5F pissing me off because I didn't see him. I did not see him approach. That is a situational awareness failure from my part. So we jump into a backup plane and we continue with our run in the Mustang 1A. Just a new version of it. Got a Wellington passing by here. That's yeah. That's just no chance there for that guy. We finally got the airfield, and we are slowly working our way towards the win. The enemy team has been thinned out to a few players who are still respawning. Sir Matt George in his Ju-88 is trying to climb away from me, but no, he's trying to dive now, but it's too late. He doesn't have enough speed and he is an easy target. Several bombers coming in here. I am not going to even try to pronounce that name. Just call him Hall. Hall. And this Wellington is not doing anything and makes for a quick death. The B-25 was aiming for me with a lot of 50 cals, but I kept out of his guns really. We do have his back gunner on us right now, but yeah, we're diving on him. He's slow. Easy kill with these guns. Oh, I can't tell you enough about these guns in arcade. Realistic too, by the way, but it's much more difficult to get them on a target in realistic battle because of the poor maneuverability of this plane in a lot of situations. Best to keep this plane fast here as well, just like in RB, but in RB it is essential. So first place in the team in this arcade match, 16 kills, 2 assists, 1 death unfortunately, surprised by the LA5F. So we got 136 Silver Lions, 4,300 vehicle research points for the Venom. We've got Final Blow, Hero of the Sky and the best squad. First and second place in the team. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now this plane is a mixed bag a little bit. In a realistic battle this plane is really a brick which you gotta use very disciplined. You want to keep the plane fast, you want to use its dive speed, you want to climb out of these dives on a shallow angle so that you keep your energy up as much as possible. It has decent energy retention, it has poor climb rate, it has poor acceleration initially, but that builds up over time. Takes a while to build up, but once you get it built up it's quite nice. It has good top speed and it has great armament. This plane really has its best maneuverability when it is fast. And you gotta be very disciplined to keep it fast. In realistic battle this is essential. If you get slow, you are in trouble. You also want to climb initially, but you don't want to turn fight at all at altitude, because this plane is not good in maneuverability at high altitudes. You really want to dive, maneuver a little bit there, climb back up and repeat. But also keep the maneuvering at low altitude also to a minimum, because like I said, you want to keep this plane fast. And that way you can make it work, but still there is a lot of planes that are better than this plane, and you really, like I said, you gotta make it work. You really can't do much better than that. At least that's my experience in realistic battle. For arcade, my opinion is completely different from that. In arcade, this thing is a beast. The flight model is so much boosted in arcade that it becomes a much better usable plane, and with firepower this plane has, it just becomes a completely different beast in arcade. In arcade, this plane is one of the best Silver Lion machines. It is just one hell of a beast. This plane is one of my best planes in kill-death ratios in arcade, and has made me a shit ton of Silver Lions over time. I can't really stress it enough. If you need a Silver Lion maker, a Silver Lion earner that you use to compensate, for example, for flying Japanese planes in realistic battle or something, then this plane is one of the best examples you can have. It really is fantastic. I can't say it enough. In arcade, this thing is one of my favorite planes. Awesome. So no point about that. You don't want to buy this for realistic battle. I'm gonna repeat that. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you buy this plane for arcade battle and to make you Silver Lions and research points, I can recommend this plane. This is a fantastic thing to do that with. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, make sure to like the video, leave me a comment, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed the video, that you learned something there. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video. You know, those likes really make a difference. Do leave me a comment. You know, I always look forward to the comments every day. And if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. I really love to have you aboard. Don't feel shy to leave me some comments. I always try to respond to them. So again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.